Alright, hey guys, it's Bros TCG back in the video. So with this video, I'm going to be bringing a SCARECLAW deck profile, and this is post Power of the Elements, and let's just get started here. So I run one copy of Visa Starfrost. Visa Starfrost is great because it's able to special summon itself out, and it gives you access to synchro plays and into Hulk, which basically unlocks like a level or a one card access code talker, which I show in the test hand combos. And yeah, it's super easy to go into Baron the Floor with using this card as well. Yeah, it's just a great card to have in here. Just one copy I think is good enough. 3 SCARECLAW Rykart. Rykart is really good because this card not only when it's normal or special summon lets you add 1 SCARECLAW spell trap from your deck to your hand, but if you have 3 or more defense position monsters, you get to draw a card. The main thing that's great about this is that when you summon it, you're able to get a spell out. And then when you go into the link 1, you can use the link 1 to search out the field spell. So it's just a lot of extenders that you can get using the SCARECLAW Rykart. In tandem with the Lightheart. And then I run 3 copies of 3 SCARECLAW Crow. So I can just kind of show 3 of the Crow Balone and 3 of the Astra. So a crow basically makes it where your SCARECLAW monsters in the extra monster zone gain 300 attack for each defense position monster. This guy gives them piercing, and this guy makes it where you can attack the number of times equal to the defense position monsters you control. So you can see a lot of these SCARECLAW monsters are just meant to boost up your main extra deck monster. And yeah, that's the main thing about it. You want to run 3 copies of it because all of these can special summon themselves out as long as you have another SCARECLAW monster. And you can either special summon it out adjacent to that card or in the same column as that card. So yeah, really great. You want to run 3 copies of this card, as these are of each of these cards, as these are the only SCARECLAWs we currently have. And yeah, they're all pretty solid for what they're trying to achieve. And with that, 3 Ash Blossom. So the rest are just gonna be hand traps. So we're gonna have 3 Ash Blossom, generic hand trap, obviously great to have. Nibiru, because there are combo decks out there and you want to have that. And also you want to have it for the protection for the crossout. Through the crossout, 1 Ghost Ogre, 1 Ghost Spell, 2 DD Crow because DD Crow is really great right now. 1 Effect Veiler because Effect Veiler is great. You can even run 2 copies if you want, but this is a great way to go into the access code talker using Selene. Yeah, that's pretty much for these hand traps. And then of course we have the 3 Infinite Imperm because that's just a great hand trap to have. And yeah, we can go here to Reinforcement of the Army. So Reinforcement of the Army, using this card, you can just go straight into your SCARECLAW Rykart. And I already said how great Rykart is, so you want to be able to search that out. You have the Terraforming to search out your field spell. The thing is, I could see some people not wanting to run it, as the link 1 does search out the field spell, but I think it's good just to have it, just in case they do Ash one of your SCARECLAW Lighthearts. Then you're able to still use your Terraforming if you need to in order to search out the field spell. 3 of the SCARECLAW Nova. This card is really good in the deck. It's a monster reborn for the deck, and it also gives your SCARECLAW link monsters protection by banishing itself. And yeah, just a really good card you want to have 3 copies of. And it's a monster reborn they can use. You can use it multiple times in a turn, as the second effect is the only part that's once per turn. Called by the Grave because you don't like hand traps. For that same reason, you run the 3 crossout designators, and that's why you run 1 of each hand trap that's relevant. And then we have 2 SCARECLAW Straddle. So SCARECLAW Straddle is great. Basically, it's just going to be a way to boost up your SCARECLAW monsters because you do sometimes need that in order to finish your opponents. And this is mainly going to be a deck that focuses about like going second and just defeating your opponent by using their monsters to attack against them. And this also gives it a way to protect it from being targeted. So you want to have 2 copies of this card for that reason. And then the 3 of the field spell. The field spell is really good because when it's activated, it lets you search out a SCARECLAW monster or Visa Starfrost. That's why it's great with the link monsters searches it out. And yeah, if you control 3 or more defense position monsters in the field, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. So again, it's just another way. It's just a form of removal too. And then here we already talked about the infinite permanence, and the great thing about that, just having another hand trap, another crossout target, and a really good card overall. And I run 1 copy of SCARECLAW Slash because this card is great. It's a way to basically make your monsters able to attack and defense. As you can see, the SCARECLAWs have better defense, so you're going to want to be able to do that. And it's also an Omni Negate for the deck, but you have to be more careful with the timing, as it is a when and not an if. As it says, when your opponent activates a card effect, so that means it's going to have to be activated at the end of the chain. But yeah, just something for you to consider, and I think having one copy of it is great. Before I go to the extra deck, if you guys are enjoying the video and wanted to support the channel directly, check out my Patreon in the description down below, or if you want to buy some cards and support the channel, check out my TCG player link in the description down below, or if you just want to support my channel by like, comment, subscribing, that helps out too. And yeah, let's go to the extra deck here. So here we run one copy of Baron the Floor. Baron the Floor is great. It's easy to go into, as you just need Visa Starfrost and Rykart, and it's an Omni Negate for the deck. Here we have one Shen Shen, because Shen Shen is easy to go into as well, as you have the Starfrost with any of the other SCARECLAW monsters except for Rykart. And you just able to go to Shen Shen and being able to send any monster from the field to the grave. Any monster that would be sent, or any card that would be sent from the field to the grave being banished, is very strong. Underworld Goddess of the Closed World is a strong card to get out here. And you don't go into it often, but when you do, it can be pretty impactful. Access Code Talker, because it's so easy to go into with this deck. And there's actually like a 1-card combo that I show in the test hands that you're able to go into this card. So make sure you guys look forward to that. And yeah, and then 3 copies of SCARECLAW Tryhard. This card's really great because it becomes the towers from defense position monsters, and it changes all monsters on the field, all face of monsters on the field to defense position. So it's a pretty strong card, and being able to special summon, it's basically another monster reborn besides the SCARECLAW Arrival, so that's strong too. And it lets you search out a SCARECLAW monster. So a really powerful card in different respects. And then Nightmare Unicorn, being able to, spin a card out of the field. IP Masquerena combos well with it, as you can use that during your opponent's turn. Then we have the Celine, which Celine and Hulk are just an easier way to go into Access Code Talker. And in the test hand and combos video, I show you guys how you're able to go into Access Code Talker using only 1 card. And then here we have 3 copies of SCARECLAW Lightheart, as this card is the new card that came out in Power of the Elements. It's a really strong card, just being able to search out the field spell. That lets you go straight into your deck, as you're able to use the field spell to search out your Rykart in case you need to get for a spell too. And then I run the 1 copy of the Salamangreat Great Almirage in case I need to link one away. And then for the side deck, you guys kind of know these are just cards that I tested for a time and I decided not to run. Alpha, it's a really strong card in case you want to start moving the board. It's a great for going second card. I think it's still really strong for this deck, and it's really great for a Beast Warrior Winged Beast deck. And yeah, it's definitely worth considering. The second Visa Starfrost, I don't think I need it. I think 1 copy is perfect, just the way it is, as you're able to search it out a lot more often too. Rescue Cat, don't think it's really as important as it used to be, just because it is a lot easier to get going, to get your combos going using just the link 1. So yeah, don't really need it. And then more hand traps in case you want to do that. The Nightmare Phoenix, because if you want to go with the Nightmare Unicorn, just as a spell trap removal as well. Don't really like running it too often, but I always like to have it there as an option for you guys. Dark, in case you want to use Dark in order to take one of your opponent's monsters to link climb. Same thing with Alsa, as they are Earth monsters as well. And then Monster Reborn, in case you want to, want like an extra copy of Arrival, basically. And then 2 more copies of SCARECLAW Splash, in case you want to just be able to negate more cards. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the deck profile. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to stay tuned for the test hands and combo video that's coming out very soon. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.